It's Wednesday. You know what that means. It means it's Woman Crush Day with your Woman Crush Wednesdays, Diana Master and Aina Raizakweyo here on Smell the Coffee to keep you entertained. So just sit back, grab your cup of joe and relax as we bring you the latest in the news.
Yes, we are. Actually, it's Wednesday.
Yes.
And in Grove, at the clubs,
it's
they
Woman
have...
Crush Wednesday, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, did you know that you can get a free drink tonight?
Oh!
When you go out, because it's Woman Crush Wednesday. Yeah.
Wow. Okay,
I can't believe that's the first thing I thought of.
You thought of Groove.
I thought of Groove so early in the morning.
Homegirl is for the streets. It's giving city girl.
I'm well. How are you?
I am. Yeah. You know that video. How are you? I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm okay. How are you doing? Sob.
Isn't it weird that every time somebody asks you, how are you, your first instinct is to say, I am fine, even when you're not fine? Every time you are greeted, I am fine. Why are we not honest about how are we really doing? Because
we've become so robotic with our answers. Excuse me. It's like, how are you? Fine, good. You know, what are you doing? The first answer is always nothing. And then it's like,
but that time you're busy washing dishes.
Nothing, just washing dishes.
What do you mean nothing?
What do you mean nothing, just washing dishes?
Yeah.
So I just want to talk about how Kourtney Kardashian announced her pregnancy to her husband. That was the cutest thing
I didn't see
ever.
that video. I saw it trending on Twitter. But I just never got around to see the content. So what happened? Tell me about it.
What happened was, so Travis Scott, is it Travis Scott? It's not Travis Scott. Oh my gosh, it's Travis Barker. My goodness. He's a member of Blink 182. So back then, in one of Blink 182's videos, there was a girl holding a placard that says, Travis, I'm pregnant, right? Like she was a groupie or whatever. So Kourtney decided she was going to take that idea. And so she went to his concert, held up a placard that said, Travis, I'm pregnant. And I think that was the cutest thing ever, because he also didn't know. So he
she announced at the concert.
Yes.
What did
he just got down from stage and they hugged each other and he was crying. She was crying. Everyone was so happy. Like, I don't know, man. I'm a sucker for love. I think that's so cute.
That is so cute. I'm so glad that she's in a good space.
Yes.
And she's very happy, married, children. And you know, a lot of people tell us, yeah, if you don't have children before you're 25 or whatever, how dare you be 25 and not have a child? Or lest you even become 30 and you do not have unmarried and childless. So
we need to break that stereotype.
Yes, so for me, I'm happy to see an example of a woman over her 30s. I think Kourtney is 45, over her 30s, living life, still being able to have children, you know, making this wholesome content with her family and just being, you know, a wholesome family figure. Yeah. So I love that. So we need to not be rushed.
Definitely.
Please don't rush us. Don't put pressure on us.
Because also when you rush us and put pressure on us, we end up getting into toxic relationships and bad relationships.
Because now we are 27. I'm 27. Everyone is like, do you have a child? No, I don't.
Do you have a husband?
No, I don't.
Are you engaged? Are you dating?
You don't have a child at 27?
What is your plan?
Do you
think you're going to get married?
My plan is to make money.
My plan is to make money.
I'm here now in the morning.
Exactly, so that you make the bag. Because in all honesty, no, guys, let's normalize not asking people when they're getting married or when they're having children.
So I'm really happy. And for a woman who are feeling pressured right now, please follow Kourtney's story. Follow other women who are in similar situations as you. There is absolutely no reason for you to be pressurized by society.
But most importantly, follow your heart.
Yes.
Because have you noticed we have higher divorce rates now because people are just rushing into marriage and they don't actually take the time to know who their spouse is. So the whole Courtney story, like you said, it's actually quite inspiring and it's very sweet. And I think they're both good for each other.
Yes.
Because he also suffered from, like, I think, was it anxiety? And there was a time he was in a plane crash. So he suffers from, like, PTSD and stuff like that.
Okay.
So in a way, they balance each other out and they're good for each other. And that is just so sweet, man.
It's so sweet. We will be right back shortly with more sweet, bizarre, and entertaining news after the break.
Welcome to Active Kids, a daily TV show that sparks creativity, learning, and fun for young minds. With exciting activities and lessons, Active Kids inspires curiosity and a love for learning.
New face to the...
The perfect mix of play and education. Don't miss out on the fun. Tune into Active Kids on NTV every weekday at 10 o'clock and let the adventure begin.
We start off our stories with an update. Last week we brought you a story about a Miss SA Top 12 finalist who was accused of bullying, and now she has withdrawn from the competition. Miss South Africa 2023 Top 12 finalist Leven Jose has withdrawn from the competition following bullying allegations leveled against her. Last week Jose was accused of being a bully in high school by these two people. However, she said that she was only protecting herself from other bullies. As a survivor of bullying, I learned how to protect myself from bullying during my school years. If my actions in protecting myself caused harm to anyone, I offer my sincere apologies. The pain of being a target has left an indelible mark on my heart, and I would never intentionally cause hurt or contribute to someone else's suffering, she said in a statement. She also added that due to her kindness and empathy, she is committing herself to advocate against bullying.
I don't like this apology.
I also don't like it.
What
it's
do
not
you
a
mean?
Sincere apology.
What do you mean if my actions have caused any harm?
Exactly.
You are being
That's my
told
problem.
the reason why you are being called out is because your actions have caused harm. Now you are coming to tell us if.
That is the most insincere apology ever. And I remember I said this that other time where I said, if someone says to you, you hurt me, it's not your decision that you didn't hurt them.
Yes.
Because you're not in that person's shoes. You don't know how they felt about this. I could say something like, I don't know, like, no, I don't like your hair today. You know, to me, it's just a statement. But to you, it could do lasting damage. So when you come to me and say, Dana, you hurt me when you said this, I can't decide, no, I didn't hurt you. You're just being dramatic. Because I don't know how you felt in that moment. I don't know what trauma is that comes with that, you know, because people have trauma and people have different ways of processing things. So if someone tells you that you hurt them, it's not your choice to say, no, I didn't. Just apologize. I'm sorry I hurt you. I'm sorry you felt this way by my actions. She could have simply said, I am sorry to those that were offended by my actions.
Yes.
Not if my actions
And you can
offended.
then further say, it was not my intention.
Exactly.
But for you
I
to
was
say,
just protecting myself.
If I hurt you.
If I hurt you.
No,
that is not
right.
a sincere apology.
That's wrong. You can't do that.
Even how she's saying that due to my kindness and empathy, I'm committing myself as an advocate against bullying.
No.
Girl, bye.
You
Girl,
don't do
bye.
that.
No. Just apologize.
It's one thing. Don't gaslight people.
Yeah.
She's gaslighting these victims.
Yes.
She's, what?
Yeah.
I'm so disgusted by this apology. Thank you. Next, we have to move on. TikTok and Blackstone-backed Kendall Media will co-create content and branded entertainment as part of a broad strategic partnership in the United States, the company said on Tuesday. A key piece of the partnership will be the Hello Sunshine, Reese Witherspoon's company that Kendall acquired in 2021. TikTok will give the production house behind HBO's Big Little Lies access to the platform's BookTok community to uncover talent that can help support the development of film, TV, and audio projects. The BookTok hashtag has garnered over 147 billion views on the short video sharing app TikTok, owned by China, will also allow advertisers to purchase advertisements directly adjacent to Kendall content and will share that ad revenue as part of the tie-up. Now, Kendall Media was founded by former Top Walt Disney executive Kevin Mayer and Tom Steggs. That's fantastic.
Wow,
yeah,
that is great.
I think it's a new dawn for creatives, and there's an opportunity for everyone right now.
Yes.
And I love the fact that all these, big social media platforms are expanding and, not only hoarding their platforms to themselves, but they are also opening up the industry so that, celebrities, content creators, or whoever is interested has an opportunity to do something on that platform so that they can make money and so that they can develop and uplift their own community. So kudos to TikTok. I love this.
Kudos to TikTok. But also, guys, please do remember, we can't all be content creators. Someone needs to consume the content. I know being a content creator seems fun. It's really not. It's so difficult.
Ask me about it.
It's difficult being a content creator. In all honesty, kudos to all content creators everywhere.
Yeah.
It's not easy. Even going out with you is not easy because you're there for me, I have to snap.
Because if you don't snap, you were not there.
It didn't happen. So no, kudos to all content creators out there. But yeah, man, that's all there is to say. And kudos to TikTok as well for giving everyone a fair platform.
Yeah.
Because not everyone can do a specific thing. So now at least there's a wider variety for them to explore. Now, Mexican diver Diego Baleta opens OnlyFans account to pay for Olympics training. As a prominent 10-meter diver, Diego Baleta is used to wearing small swimsuits that show off his body. Now, desperate because of a lack of financial resources ahead of next year's Paris Olympics, the Mexican is making a leap to a different platform in which he also wears few clothes. OnlyFans. Baleta is one of several Mexican athletes who have been affected by a dispute between World Aquatics and Ana Guevara, the head of Mexico's National Sports Commission, that since January has stopped providing monthly payments excuse me, for aquatics athletes. World Aquatics suspended the president of the Mexican Federation, Kirill Todorov, and appointed a commission to take charge while new elections were held. Todorov was suspended for the failure of the Mexican Swimming Federation to comply with the governing body's good governance standards, but Guevara refused to recognize the commission, even though the Court of Arbitration for Sport confirmed the change.
Firstly, I think it's brave.
Yeah,
for him to start an OnlyFans account, but also his actions are justified. I don't have money, so I need to make money so I can fund my dreams. That's the reality for a lot of creatives and a lot of talented people. For you to make something of yourself, you have to start somewhere. And this man has probably knocked on a million doors, and all those doors have been shut in his face. So what is he supposed to do?
And let's be fair, like you're saying, because he probably knocked on countless doors, the thing is, life is hard on everyone right now financially. Even billionaires, there's something that is not going right in their lives. They're always like, okay, but I could have made more. So not everyone is in the financial space that they need to be. And I mean, we constantly see the cost of living is going up. So when someone comes and says, hey, please pay for my Olympics training, everyone will be like, yeah, I would love to. But you see, the thing is, so it's brave that he's taking it into his own hands. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to have a pity party. I'm not going to throw a pity party and feel sorry for myself. People are making money from OnlyFans. I show off my body anyway.
Anyway, I'm always in a swim, whatever.
In a swimsuit. So what's the what's the difference? Because I understand with
So you want me to be taking pictures for free in my swimsuit and
when
not
I could be making
paid
money?
When I could be making money.
Big money. Because people from OnlyFans make proper money. And it's not even like they have to be completely nude. Because I understand on OnlyFans there's different things that you can do. There are people on OnlyFans that just show pictures of their feet. And they get paid.
OnlyFans? I have to download the app. Is it
I think you download the app.
Is it like Instagram vibes? and then I scroll through everyone's profile.
No. I don't think it's like
that. Is it a website?
It is a website, and it's an app as well, where basically these different creators have different channels.
Okay. It's like a YouTube.
Kinda, yeah. It's kind of like
but
YouTube.
with pictures.
But with pictures, videos, content, because these people do not fan cams, they do like live cams.
Oh, okay.
Where their subscribers, like for example, you know, on Instagram, if you go live, I get the notification that you're live. So I think with OnlyFans it's like that, where you follow certain creators, and whenever they're live, you know, and you can donate money to them. You can give money to them. Okay. So that's how people make that money.
Okay. Now we move over to our next story and final story. Prince Harry and his wife Meghan, a multi-year agreement with the streaming giant Spotify to produce podcasts has ended with just one series made. The Swedish company announced the partnership with the Duke and Duchess in late 2020 after they stepped down from their royal duties and began to forge new careers in California. It was estimated by media to have been worth as much as 20 million or more. Meghan's Archetypes podcast, described on Spotify as one where we investigate, dissect, and subvert the labels that try to hold women back, had featured many famous figures such as Mariah Carey and Serena Williams in its 12th episode. Now, the Duchess was named Top Entertainer Podcast host in the Gracie Awards in March, but in a joint statement with Spotify, the royal couple's company said the agreement to produce a future series has been terminated. Spotify and Arkwell Audio have mutually agreed to part ways and are proud of the series we made together, the statement said. Okay. Have you listened to this podcast?
No, I haven't.
The only podcast I listen to is Podcast and Chill with Meg
Even
G.
I know that.
Every day of my life.
No, man. I think... I didn't know what the podcast was about. When you said Harry and Meghan podcast, I rolled my eyes because I was like, let me guess. They're talking about their life at Windsor Castle and how they're victims and yada, yada, yada. But also, even with the angle that she took, talking about, you said women's
issues. Yeah, she's talking about, it's basically about labels.
Labels, okay.
That are subject to women.
Yeah. But also, you can only talk about that so much before it gets boring and repetitive.
Because you're going to talk about colorism.
Yes.
Then you're going to talk about sexism. Then you're going to talk about what else?
You see, that's the thing. You're also going to talk about. Yeah, that basically covers, because these two are umbrella terms. So you can only talk about so much. And for example,
maybe gender roles, you will talk about gender roles at home, maybe.
And how you focus.
What other labels are we labeled?
Like I said, the umbrella term, sexism, and what was the first one? Those basic colorism, they cover everything, basically. Because, I don't know. Misogyny.
Patriarchy.
But again, that is covered under sexism.
True.
So you can only talk about so many things, and even with the guests, eventually it gets repetitive. Because if you come on episode 1 and you talk about how in the workplace you're looked down upon because you're a black woman, a black woman. 12 episodes later, I'll come and be like, yeah, I also face criticism in the workplace because I am a black woman. And it's like, okay, listen, it's nice to hear it from your perspective, but we've heard this countless times, and it's not like anything is changing. Yes, we are going to talk about it, but at the end of the day, really, let's be honest, is that really changing anything? You see? So
no, I mean, conversations do change.
Conversations do change.
They do spark change.
It's like at a very slow pace. And like I'm saying, I think my only issue is that it tends to get repetitive. It tends to get so repetitive. But anyway, that is it for our news today. But after the break, I talk to Leonie Kirshner and we speak organic gardening. Stick around.
The Agenda is a weekly national affairs interview program hosted every Sunday by Namibian Sun editor Toyvon Jabela, featuring a panel of high-profile newsmakers, analysts, and experts. The Agenda aims to reach high-end news consumers seeking informed understanding of national issues. This show is broadcasted on NTV, 1up2.com, and the Namibia Media Holdings Facebook platform. The Agenda focuses on interviews where we put the nation in the hot seat. Contact Agenda at synergy.com.na to get your product and service in the hot seat. The Agenda, focused on today's conversation.
Welcome to My.NA Cars, your ultimate destination for everything automotive.
I am your host, Diana Master. Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Discover the latest models, innovative technologies, and expert insights from our passionate hosts. Learn essential maintenance tips and get exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the automotive industry. Don't miss My.NA Cars on NTV every Thursday at 2100 hours. Tune in and ignite your passion for automobiles.
Now I have a very special guest with me in studio today, Leonie Kirshner of Everwell City Farms, and she is one of NMH's panelists on Thursday on a discussion on how to sustainably grow produce for healthy living. Hi Leonie, how are you doing today?
I'm very well, thank you Diane for having me in the studio.
Thank you for joining me. I'm actually excited to talk about organic farming and everything that comes with it. So starting us off, share with us a little more about Everwell City Farms' journey with growing organic produce. When and where did you start?
Well, the business itself is relatively new. We only created the business platform at the end of last year. But we've been actively researching organic farming, permaculture principles, regenerative agriculture for the past 12 years and have created food gardens wherever we found ourselves. We decided to create the business platform Everwell City Farms because we needed a platform to educate people. Mm-hmm. First of all, to educate the consumer of how our choices, our decisions of what to buy, where to buy, impacts the environment. Mm-hmm. We wanted to teach people the skill of growing your own produce, and whether it's just for your own consumption or also to sell. I think we also want to be a voice of the farmer in the city, mm-hmm. because people have become completely disconnected from their food source. And I think that unless somebody stands up and says, well, I want to bridge the gap, mm-hmm. Nothing's going to change, mm-hmm. and we do need change.
We definitely do. So what is organic farming? What does it entail? And does it entail any environmentally friendly practices?
Yes, certainly, Diane. I think that, first of all, organic, if I had to explain it to the man in the street, I almost want to say that we're respecting nature, mm-hmm. And I do believe that our Creator has built certain principles and patterns into nature that we are violating when we start going to a laboratory to start tampering with the DNA of seeds, for example. So I think our panel discussion will highlight exactly, and probably give you a more scientific definition of the word organic. But basically, we want to stay away from things like pesticides and fungicides and herbicides and spraying crops with that. We want to follow a more holistic approach, mm-hmm. to managing our food production, meaning
Welcome to What's Cooking, where culinary passion meets expert insights.
Somebody must really want to cook and want to cook good food.
Immerse yourself in the bustling world of professional kitchens as top chefs create mouthwatering dishes. Join us for in-depth interviews as our host explores the experiences and expertise of our guest chefs. Don't miss out. Tune in to What's Cooking on NTV every Friday at 2100 hours and let the culinary adventure begin.
Well, this is it. Another fantastic episode of Smell the Coffee in the Bag.
Whoop, whoop. And we're also in our bag.
We are also within. So tomorrow, same time, same place. It's a date with Diana and Glenora from all of us here in studio. All our love, all our light, and adios.